What do you do if your dreams aren't possible in reality? Now, I've got asked this question by one of our followers, and I've got to be honest, it's a question that is really worth answering, because the amount of people that want to do things but aren't sure and stay stuck in the same job or the same business and don't change is crazy. So the first thing we need to do is to differentiate whether your dream is actually possible or if you're just being silly. And I think that is important to differentiate. Well, the first thing that I want to say is that most people believe in getting things instantaneously. And they feel that, oh no, my dream's not possible. And I say, well, what do you want to do? And they say, oh, I've been trying to be a singer for 2 weeks and it's just, I haven't had my big break. And most people don't have the ability to wait anymore to actually think about, okay, how long do I actually have to do this and lay the foundation in order for me to grow in the future? So the reason that most people get stressed and frustrated isn't that their dreams aren't possible. It's that their dreams aren't possible right now. And that's why a lot of people get stressed. So an analogy that I want to share with you is I want you to imagine that every person is like a Chinese bamboo tree. A Chinese bamboo tree spends 5 years underground. And then in 6 weeks, it grows 80 foot. But it's got a strong foundation. That's the reason that it can grow so high. So when you see people achieving their dreams, doing everything like that, you've got to think, okay, what have they actually done and put in order to make that happen? So the first thing is that instant gratification. Now, next, I want to mention about living someone else's dream. Because how often are we told things by other people and they've said, oh, well, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. And we start to forget about our own dreams and start to move towards what other people are telling us. So what I want you to really think about is this even your dream? Because if it's not, you need to ditch it. And there will be people around you that will want you to be a certain way. They want you to be an investment banker or a nurse or a student for life. I don't know, whatever it is. So you've really got to differentiate, what is yours versus what is other people's and stick to what really matters to you. Now next, I want to talk about constant innovation. So what do I mean by constant innovation? Well, we're in a world today that is progressing much, much faster than ever before. So what this means is that jobs that were available won't be available in the same dynamic in the future because technologies come along and just wipe people out. And you see this with loads of different industries. There are people that own taxi businesses and they have been taken away by Uber. There will be doctors that will be replaced by machines. Accounting, like loads of people do accounting online now because you've got all the softwares. So what's really, really important, I can't stress this enough, is although you can have an idea of what you want your dream to be like, or someone else has that dream at present, they may not always have that. And this is where you have to think about not only where are you at present, but where are you going to be 5, 10, 15 years down the line? Because if you're not aware of the trends of what's happening, then you may lay a great foundation, but that's going to be nowhere to grow. You aren't going to be able to grow in that direction because it's not going to be there because it's already irrelevant. So this is something else that I really want you to take into account. Right, one of the other things that I wanted to mention is, and I have a confession that this is definitely me as well, and that is too much dreaming and not enough action. So how often do we spend planning and doing this and setting up all the preparations, but we don't actually do anything, right? Ignorance on fire is what we need to be doing, right? And it's something about bliss is the quote. I can't really remember. But either way, the aim is that you need to start taking action towards your dreams, right? Oh, I'm not sure if it's possible. Take action and then tell me it's not possible. This is funny. So I have my Chinese teachers that I often speak to. And what tends to happen is that I'll coach them in Chinese. And one of them was saying, oh, I'm just feeling really stressed out. I'm like, why is that? I want a new job and I'm applying for this and I just haven't heard back. Okay, well, how long have you been trying for? About a week. And how many applications? 2. She sends off 2 applications and now she's getting stressed, overwhelmed. Oh, I don't think I could do it. Right? Where is the diligence and the persistence that we used to have? So what I want you to get from this video is that it's not just about, is it possible, is it not possible? It's thinking about, what do I really want my life to be like? And how do I want that dream? Is it viable in the world that we live in? And am I committed enough to put the foundation in order to make it happen? Right now, I believe that I want to finish with this, and that is that 98% of people aren't successful in life because they don't know what they want. Right? That's really important. Right? You need to know what you want. So get your dream and understand what you want. And the reason that the other 2% aren't successful is because they're not willing to give up what they need to in order to obtain their dream. And that is something that I'd really like you to think about, because if you can honestly think about, okay, what do I have to sacrifice? Time, money, investments, like everything that I have to do in order to make that dream happen, and you're willing to do it, surprise, surprise, it's going to become much, much easier. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment with any questions, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.